Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the Open Door Podcast, Season 1, Episode 8.
9.
Episode
9.
9. I'm losing track. Episode 9. I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Bedford.
And we're stoked to be here. We usually record on a Wednesday, so that we can drop on Monday, but we were actually out of town on Wednesday at a T-Pain and Akon concert.
You guys heard about this last podcast because I definitely hit that. I see you whining and grinding up on a pole.
Wow.
Now that I've actually listened to Akon sing it live, this version of my acapella version was way better. Mm-hmm. I wanna love you.
Those aren't the words, but it's okay.
It is today.
It is on here. And it was great. But now we are actually recording on a Friday to drop on Monday.
Yep.
So here we are. We're just going to get the ball rolling with your...
We're going to skip the unnecessarily long named...
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
No, hold on. I still have to say it. We're going to skip the segment. We're going to switch it, okay?
Okay.
We're going to switch it because the segment is normally called... Random Stuff I Found in the News, the unnecessarily long named segment, right?
Yeah.
We're going to switch it for story time.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we've been on the road. There's been a lot of stuff going, and I didn't do a whole lot of research. Let's call a spade a spade.
That's all right.
But I tried to ruin the Akon concert for myself.
He did.
With T-Pain.
100%. He tried to ruin it.
So we're going to just jump into that real quick because anybody that suffers, I've got a condition, guys.
Remember the Lactaid people that were supposed to sponsor?
Yeah, screw you guys.
Was it Lactaid or was it Preparation H?
It was Lactaid
Either
and
way,
Preparation H. Preparation H didn't need to come through, but Lactaid, forget y'all. It don't work. I don't endorse it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I went to a pizza place. What's it called? Something in Bose. Manny and Bose. It was delightful. Okay, the people was great. The service was good. I looked at this pizza. I was like, that's a lot of mozzarella. Let me pull out my good friend Lactaid.
Which he packed. He was prepared.
Mm-hmm. I popped that Lactaid 1, 2, 3. It says you could do 2 to start, but you know, we not trying to mess up T-Pain and Akon. So I take 4 to begin. I'm trying to OD on Lactaid.
I wonder if that's what made you sick.
No.
Literally.
Not at all.
Are you sure?
Didn't do it. Didn't even put a dent. That must have been some strong cows. Okay. So I eat this calzone and it was delightful and it was delicious. Manny and Bowles, one time for you guys. I'm never coming back, but it was delightful. I get to the concert. I'm waiting in line. All of a sudden I'm like, oh, the Lactaid has failed me.
Yeah.
My stomach starts to feel like a science experiment. Okay. Coke and Mentos. Okay. And then I'm like, I am going to have spent hundreds of dollars to get out here. Hundreds of dollars to get into the venue. And I'm going to miss it because I'm going to be in a 3x3 stall. And lucky for me, that happened before Akon came on. Now, I did miss some random beatboxer guy who wasn't great.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't awesome.
Good.
But
actually, the beatboxing was fine.
Beatboxing was incredible. His DJ set, though, he was like...
No, it wasn't even that. It was like house music. It was the looper. Yep. He was looping. So he would, do a part and then he would loop it and then he would go do another part. But it wasn't very diverse. And so it was kind of boring.
It'd be like 3 minutes into the 7-minute song. You're like, can we be done?
And we heard and it was like the exact same beat the whole time. And you're just like, nothing is changing. Nothing has changed.
But his beatboxing was fire. I'm not going to say that he doesn't have talent. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
No.
You know what else wasn't my cup of tea? Whoever was the house DJ.
I didn't like him. No, I don't think, generally speaking, when we've gone to a concert, the DJ plays music that is like similar.
Adjacent. To
the artist that you're seeing. But this I don't feel like everywhere. That happened. Yeah, I feel like it was very all over the place.
It was like Denver reggae. I'm pretty sure at one point we were singing Take On Me. It's hard to hate that song.
Yeah, listen, there are some songs that are just really good and that's fine. But I also it just wasn't the vibe. Like, you couldn't just stay on the vibe. I don't know. It was kind of all over the place. But he did fix his Lactaid fail issue
by getting, a 3x3 stall of despair.
Yeah.
And I was in there for a minute. Chelsea texted me, is like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not. And I'm sure everybody there, I don't drink, right? So everybody there probably thought I was like super drunk. I wasn't. I was just super drunk off of milk that was in the mozzarella and Lactaid. You are now officially not a sponsor of the podcast, and I'm going to remove the jingle that I added. And I'm going to think, as soon as I find out a Lactaid competitor, we're going to... No, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to officially sign off on milk.
I don't think you are, but that's okay.
It. You heard it here first. All 58 of you that are going to listen to this podcast, no, keep me accountable.
He's said this a lot of times, you guys.
I never said it to 58 people.
You've said it to a lot of people.
I said it to people 1 and 4s at a time, but I'm declaring it to the podcast. I'm out. Peace up, A-Town down.
What about ice cream?
I'm out.
No, you're not, babe.
Done.
You're not. You guys, give him like 2 weeks to forget about this experience, and he'll be right back.
No.
Okay, whatever. You're
Sick
a liar. You are a liar.
It's one of God's cruelest jokes that he's played on me is give me a love for ice cream and then give me a stomach that hates me.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I really don't believe
I'm out.
you.
Sick of it. Not going to find me in a 3x3 stall wondering if I blew $1,000 for no reason. No way. It's over. If I had a breakup song right now, I would sing it. Because me and Milk are breaking up. It's the end of our relationship. We're done.
All right. Well, actually, there's one thing I want to talk about before we jump into this segment. Can we talk about Costco's muffin situation?
You know what, Costco? I'm done with you too.
But we're pretty heated about this.
I'm mad at Costco and Lactaid.
Yeah, I'm pretty heated about it. I feel like
Costco at one time / through 2 weeks ago had the best muffins in the game.
We would get 2 boxes of muffins once a week, and we would go through all of those muffins. Our kids would eat them for breakfast, sometimes lunch and dinner. But anyways, we ate a lot of Costco muffins. And then we just recently went and got their new muffins, which, by the way, it's no longer buy 2 for $8.99. It's buy 1
for $6.99.
Yeah, which is not a lot. Like, it's really not that big of a difference. And then the muffins are bad.
Whoever is in charge of that, whoever was the idea maker of that, like, what is wrong with you? They're kick yourself in the balls.
Bedford door.
I am so mad at them. And if you don't have them, kick yourself somewhere else.
Bedford, no.
I want to be equally mad at everybody. I don't want just to mendicate this heat.
Okay, you cannot say that on the podcast.
I could totally say it. I just did.
Okay, they're bad, guys. They're bad. I don't know if you guys have bought them, but they are like crumbly, kind of. Like, not
like
even
mushy.
kind of. You can't even touch them without them falling apart. I was kind of hopeful because there's this place called Alicia's Cupcakes by our house that wraps their muffins very similarly, and they look very much, they wrap their cupcakes like that. But their cupcakes are really good, and I was kind of hopeful that it would be similar to that. You can't even touch Costco's new muffins without them just falling apart. Literally, they just crumble everywhere. They don't taste great. Like... there is also 2 extra muffins in the package, right? It used to come with 6, but now it comes with 8. Is that right?
Yeah, well, it used to be 6 giant muffins, and now they're like
8
2/3 the
small
size.
Muffins.
8 of them. It's just garbage.
It's really horrible.
In fact, I'm breaking up with them too. Except for I go there every week, so I'm breaking up with their muffins. I ain't buying those.
No, we won't even buy them again.
I actually make it a point, because I've been there twice. Every single time I go to Costco, I find someone in the bakery and be like, hey, this is garbage, okay? I just need you to know. I know it ain't your fault, but I need to complain so that I hope that you can complain so that somebody can fix it. I don't even want to take it out on them. Well, I just want them to pass the message
The thing
on.
about it is that, like, our kids, we had to be like, no, you cannot have a muffin for every single meal before. They loved Costco's muffins, which kid doesn't love, like, a cake? It literally is like a cake, right? And we ended up throwing these Costco muffins away because they were moldy.
Because nobody wanted them.
Nobody wanted them. We had them for a week and a half. They were moldy. No one in the house wanted to eat them. We ate 1.5 of them. And then we ended up throwing away the other 6.5 muffins.
Yeah. So,
Gross.
Costco guy, way to ruin something wonderful. All right. I mean, if there was a Sam's Club nearby, I would do it.
Yeah. Our Sam's Club is too far. Okay, today we're going to do something a little bit different. It's just a little bit lighthearted. Let's see here. We are going to do a would you rather.
Would you rather? Okay.
Okay. So,
I'm going to have to turn this back down a little bit.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm reading hard in this thing. Would you rather?
Would you rather? Okay, so the first question, and I know that Bedford and I actually don't even know that I know the answer to this for myself, but I know that what Bedford's answer is right off the bat. Would you rather be too hot or too cold forever?
Too hot all day. But I'm working on that.
He is working on it.
Okay, so we went to Red Rocks. We went and saw T-Pain and Akon. It was snowing when we were waiting in line. It's an outdoor venue. It's a really dope venue. Actually, I support anybody that wants to go out there and see it in real life themselves. It's incredible, right?
It was really beautiful.
Problem was, it was like 12 degrees. Realistically, 32 degrees. I was freezing, and I said to myself, I got to set some goals.
Yeah.
So I cold plunged the next day. Got to bring this body temp down. I would have cold plunged today, but my kid wasn't feeling great and got home from school and messed up everything. But we're going to not cold plunge today. I'll cold plunge tomorrow. I'm going to bring my body temp down. That's
actually why we're doing a Would You Rather today, because the topic for today's podcast was actually supposed to be an intimacy podcast. Yeah. And now we have our 9-year-old downstairs.
A 9-year-old audience is not great for that.
We will not be doing that. We instead are going to be doing this. So Bedford is working on that. Here's my thing. I don't like the cold weather. I feel like I need to preface it by saying I don't like the cold weather. But I feel like the words too hot or too cold make it so that I would pick cold. I don't know. Because I feel like with cold, I can just add layers, right?
No,
like,
because you're too cold.
Yeah, but what are you going to... I don't know, you guys. I don't know.
Too hot has never existed for me, so I don't even know what I would do.
No, Bedford loves like 114 degree weather, high humidity.
My blood starts to run smoother. My Haitian heritage comes through. The tattoo of Haiti on my back that doesn't exist just appears magically.
No, here's my thing about temperature. The summer, people make fun of me in the summer because I hate extreme heat. Like, honestly, anything over 90, I'm like, this is miserable. Especially if you're just going out and walking around. Oh, okay. But the thing for me is that I sweat so easily. Like, it doesn't take them. I carry my laundry upstairs and I'm sweating. So the summer is hard for me because I'm like, I just feel I will change my clothes multiple times. Because I'm just drenched in sweat and I get so sick of it. I have to pull up my hair. It's just gross. It's gross. I don't like feeling that way. I'd rather bundle up in a sweater and be comfortable than wear next to nothing and still feel like I'm sweating to death. We don't agree on this topic.
Heavily.
Very heavily.
Yep.
I would pick 70 degrees if I could. All year long, 70 degrees.
It's too cold.
Nice and cool. Nope, I would love that. But
88
Bedford,
or bust.
No, absolutely not. Would you rather not brush your teeth for a week or not shower for a week?
Well, seeing as I've done both, because I don't know, I just go on runs.
Yeah, yeah. I hope somebody
shower.
roasts you for that.
Not shower. They're both gross, but
yeah, I think I'm going to say not shower too.
Every time I go see my dentist at the Smile Shop, all right?
Yeah.
Dr. Brown. Is it Dr. Brown? It's Dr. Brown.
Dr. Webb.
Dr. Webb, not Dr. Brown. Sorry, Dr. Webb. I mess with him. He's such a good guy. He don't listen to the pod, though, so I'm fine. Every time I go see Dr. Webb, their staff, they're so kind to me, and they help me reset goals. And they always say, hey, look, you could do better. I'm not going to just come on this podcast and say teeth, knowing good and well that they are rooting for me, okay?
Yeah.
And they're trying to get me to be better with my teeth.
Well, Bedford actually had Invisalign, but prior to his Invisalign, he had to have some like oral... I mean, it was periodontal disease.
Periodontal disease. It means I had gingivitis so long my gums were like, ah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So Bedford ended up needing to have some procedures done to treat his periodontal disease. And then he got... So I think brushing your teeth is probably a good habit to stay in. I mean, I just don't think... Like, obviously your body feels gross, but I genuinely don't think I could rub my tongue along my teeth or, like, smell my own breath. I think I would have to pick not shower.
Okay, easy.
Okay.
No, bad.
The next one. Would you rather live in a haunted house for a month or eat 12 wasps?
Well,
what a random question, but we're going to go for
haunted house for a month or eat 12 wasps. Are these wasps alive?
You know, just for the sake of making this more difficult, yes. Because I feel like if they weren't, it would be easy. 100%. Yeah.
Like, how haunted is this house?
I don't know. It doesn't say. I mean, pretty darn, I would think.
Do I know it's haunted or do I got to figure it out the long way?
You know it's haunted.
Gosh dang it. I'm going to the haunted house, though. Like, is it Satan haunted or just like a bad person?
Bedford, I don't know a bad person. It says, would you rather live in a haunted house or eat 12 wasps?
Because there's a difference between, like, paranormal activity haunted and, like, ooh, I couldn't find my way to heaven, you know? Like, I'd chill with Ethel for a month.
Find her way to heaven. No, babe, I think haunted means scary.
Both are haunted.
Yeah, honey.
I can deal with my TV turning on and off for a month. I could be like, hey, that's some electrical issues. I can mentally trick myself into that. I'm going haunted house. I ain't eating 12 wasps, especially not alive.
Okay, well, I hope it ends up being paranormal activity for you.
You would.
Yeah, just because, I don't know. I'm going wasps, I think.
You ain't eating wasps. You don't eat no salad. What are you going to say? Eat wasps.
Okay, well, it's not like eat a salad or go live in a haunted house.
You're going to tell me wasps are worse than... You would pick the haunted house over a salad right now.
No, I would not. I would not. For a month, 1 month, maybe a day, honestly. I hate salad.
Plus, a haunted house, the kids aren't with me. Might be a vacation. Probably sleep better.
It's probably not. I'm just going to say, I really don't think that that's going to happen. It's going to be like...
I'm actually so confident about the haunted house. Now I'm looking forward to it.
You guys, tell him that this is crazy. No.
Me and Ethel, be like, I'll help you find your way home.
Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Would you rather smell like burnt rubber for the rest of your life or have the taste of burnt toast in your mouth for the rest of your life? I'd rather smell like burnt rubber. Just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Burnt toast ain't that bad.
It is that bad.
I technically burn my toast if you're asking
No, we're talking like...
For the rest of my life?
Yes.
Like why? Like tire smoke burnt rubber?
Yes.
Does that mean that I've been burning rubber? Because if I'm like... And it just happens to be a side effect of how much fun I'm having?
No. You're overthinking a lot of these things. You're just living your own daily life. Would you rather smell like burnt rubber?
I'd rather smell like burnt rubber. You're probably right.
Yeah, I don't want any taste in my mouth for the rest of my life. Not any taste for the rest of my life. Nothing. Like, that would be horrible.
That's fair.
Okay, would you rather be itchy for the rest of your life or sticky?
Itchy.
No, sticky.
Absolutely. I could mentally turn off the itchiness.
I cannot. Would you rather have to speak in rhymes for the rest of your life
or only be able... I want to speak in rhymes for the rest of the time.
Or only be able to use 4-word sentences.
Rhymes all day. That would be so much fun.
I would be so stressed out either way. Just either way.
No, I would turn into that.
Is it something that just naturally comes to me?
Freestyling rhymes all day. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, here's the thing. If the rhyming naturally comes to me and that's just how I speak, then I would be fine. If I have to sit and calculate it and try to figure out what rhymes with what in order to get my point across, I'm stressed. If I have to do the exact same thing.
After a week, your mind would be able to adjust. And you'd be able to come up with the rhymes real quick and easy. 4 sentences, 4 words.
Easy.
4 words, you can't do that.
No, that's really hard.
That's literally the only 4-word sentence I've ever heard you say in my life.
No, stop.
This lady is long-winded.
Y'all.
She'd be telling me a story. I got to know what kind of shoes the person had on, how tight their laces were tied, what their family heritage looks like, how many siblings they got, what color their sweater was. And it'll be like, I saw a lady put mail inside her mailbox.
Okay. Would you rather give up sex or give up food?
For how long?
It doesn't say. Let's say 6 months. Assuming you could live, right? Like
just a feeding tube for 6 months?
Sure.
Food.
I actually think I also would say food.
I'll be sick of milk anyways. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I would also say food. Oh, that's a rough one.
That's not that rough.
Oh, that was a good one. Okay. Would you rather live as a 5-year-old forever or an 80-year-old forever?
I don't ever want to be 85.
5. 100%.
Like my back and neck and hips hurt right now.
Yeah, y'all, I just had to adjust my seating because my hip was hurting.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with 80. All you 80-year-olds that are doing it, man, props to you guys. I'm not trying to be you.
Here's a deeper question. Would you rather have 3 great friends or 20 average friends?
I have both.
But which one's better?
I don't know.
I think okay, so this is something that I tell everybody about me. When it comes to people in my life, I am very much like it's deep or it's nothing kind of person. Like I have acquaintances or like people that I would consider my friends, and that's fine. But if I had to choose, I would 100% choose to have 3 really great friends that you can be honest with, you can talk to about everything. Because like with an average friend, if you're really going through it, sometimes it's hard to be able to talk to them about that. Like there are some people that you share everything with, and there's some people that you don't share things with. Like you just talk to them about the things that, hi, how are you? Good. How are you? How's your life? It's great. And
I think that's the biggest difference between men and women, because I just be not talking to nobody, period.
I know. It's really obnoxious. Yeah.
That's what my therapist was for back when I had him. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
You were dope. That was a good guy.
Yeah. Do you remember his name?
Yeah, but I'm not going to say it on the podcast.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering if you really actually knew that guy. Okay.
I didn't need to know that guy.
Here's the thing. He did know you.
That was the whole point. My point was not to know him.
He did know you. So I would truly rather, having 3 great friends that I could talk to about everything that I know.
Did you talk to your therapist? I know I didn't pay for any therapy for you to be asking your therapist how their day was.
No.
Okay. I was about to say, you doing it wrong.
I mean, when you walk in, you say, hi, how are you? And that's it.
What?
Yeah, that's just what you do, Bedford. Whenever you come in contact with another human being, you say, hi, how are you? And they say, good, how are you? And I say, well, it's been better. What?
They start billing right off the bat. I'm trying to get my money's worth. Help me fix these problems.
Yeah,
I guess so. Nobody else about.
Let's see here. Would you rather give or receive?
Oh, I can't on the podcast. I feel like that's real intimate. Your dad listens to this. We ain't talking about that. No, get the next question.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to warn my dad. Dad, don't listen to this podcast.
Whatever. You're not about to hit our numbers
Bedford,
like that.
Would you rather have 5 kids or no kids?
Well, right now I have 5 kids, so clearly no kids is the answer.
I'd rather have 5 kids.
I don't know. They took me out. I was so mad this morning when both of my daughters got out of the car without their backpacks. I literally said, I'm so sick of saying stuff 400 times and you guys not listening.
Yeah.
Both of them were like, I don't have my backpack. And I was like, I feel like the only thing I said this morning was get your backpack.
Like 100 times. No, I totally get that.
And 50% of the kids in the car did not have their backpack. And then they're just going to come home in like an hour and a half and ruin my already dirty house. I'm so tired of my kids right now. I need a break.
So he would like 0 kids.
Yes.
Okay, but
I love them too, which is so hard because of course, I'm going to keep my 5 kids. Can't be just pawning them off now. But yeah, man, 5 kids is a lot of kids.
Would you rather have more money or more time?
More money. Because if I had more time, I would just need to find ways to make more money because that's all the money is.
I agree with that, actually.
You get more money by default, you have more time.
That's true. I mean, I guess it depends on how you're coming by money. Because if you have to work incredibly hard and that just doesn't change, right?
Money equals time, no matter what.
No, because you know people that are like pushing themselves into the ground to have the money that they have. And if they take their feet off the gas, the money is not there.
Yeah.
Yes. And so it doesn't give you more. We're not talking about, we're saying more time to do the things that you love.
I don't do the things that I love with more time if I ain't got no money.
I agree with you. I'm just saying
sit at home with my kids.
I agree.
That I already decided I have 5 of love.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Would you rather have to lick the bus every time you get on or never be able to use public transport ever again? So no trains, no buses, no airplanes. So let's switch it.
Stop. Airplanes don't count as public transport.
Okay, let's just say, because I feel like that's the obvious
ain't no
answer.
Public transport.
I feel like listen,
That's
I'm
not
changing
the obvious
it.
answer. The only reason why it's the obvious answer is because of where we live. In Utah, we don't really use public transport.
I mean, some people do. We have like a monorail, right? Or like a train system that you can use to get into downtown Salt Lake and maybe,
but 87% of people don't because
drive our own cars.
Yeah, it's spacious. There's plenty of places to park. It's real easy. We're not in LA.
Or Boston or New York.
It's nothing like that where it's like completely a hassle to have.
So for us, this is like an obvious question where we're like, I would just rather never use a bus ever again. Like,
you know what? No, I'd lick the bus. I haven't been on a bus in freaking... When's the last time I was on a bus?
That's what I'm saying is I would just not ride a bus.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine. We're going to switch it. Would you rather never get on an airplane again or have to lick the seat of the airplane when you get on?
I'll lick the seat. I'm not driving to Mexico with my 5 kids. Absolutely. I'd lick all 5 of their seats.
That's true. It's just so gross.
It's not even that gross. I'll do it right now.
For no reason?
Yeah.
Just to do it. That grosses me out. That grosses me out. Would you rather have a thumb for a tongue or a tongue for a thumb?
A tongue for a thumb?
I think so too. Just because,
I think that would be fun. Let me test this.
I mean, lick the seat of the airplane with your thumb. Breezy. But like, because then it doesn't go back into your mouth. You can just wash it off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to taste anything if you had a thumb for a tongue. Yeah. Ugh, I want these to be really good. Okay, this is a good one. Would you rather live in a house with 50 mice or 5 snakes? His face.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that, not one bit. I'm going 5 snakes. Because killing 5 snakes seems manageable.
Yeah.
Finding a way to kill 50 mice. And you be sleeping, them things be like crawling all up on you. 5 snakes, you can
I
get
hate
away.
snakes.
Yeah.
So I honestly actually think I would pick mice. I hate
50?
snakes. Yeah. I mean, I hate
50.
snakes. Baby, you don't think about 5 boas?
50.
I can't. I hear you.
That's 10 in this room right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't.
You're going to sleep.
Baby, I'm not going to sleep with the snakes either. And I'm too scared to kill a snake.
Boas are rare.
It doesn't. You think they're just going to ask this question and throw you in the room with a gardener snake?
Might be a gardener snake, might be a rattlesnake. But I know snakes don't like humans. Neither do mice, but 50 of them. One of them's going to be special.
Yeah, I don't care. I can't do snakes. I can't do snakes. I can't.
I agree to disagree.
Fine. Because the other thing is that the mice might find a predator. So like if there's a cat outside, or I'll just get a freaking cat. Cat will come in here and kill all of them.
No, it won't.
What I'm saying is there are more natural predators to mice. and I can set out a mouse trap. Like, there are no natural predators to a snake.
What do you mean there's no natural? You just get an owl, okay? Boom. Problem solved.
Where are you?
Hedgewig.
Baby. Okay.
Go get an owl.com. Get your falconry license.
That sounds incredibly
Remember when I was going to get
difficult.
my falconry license because we had a falcon outside?
Yeah.
I did look into it.
I do.
We had a falcon, and his name. We had a name for him. I can't remember what it was, but it was. Oh, it was the name of the one on Moana.
No, it was Boos.
Yeah.
Boosa.
Not Moana. Busa. Yeah, Ayabusa. From not Moana, Mulan.
Yeah. That was creative of you.
Oh yeah, man, that hawk was so cool. I wish we caught it on video. That's the reason why we got a Ring camera actually, because so none of y'all could rob my stuff actually. But we walked outside one time, and my kids were on the doorstep, and through the window, I watched it take a dove-like bird.
I have a video of it in my phone.
No, well, you don't have the video of it actually hitting it though, because that was live, like out of the sky, right through my big bay windows in the front. Boom! You just see this explosion of feathers, and the kids are freaking out, and then they realize that this thing is pinned a bird right in front of us and isn't going to kill it. And I was like, we gotta have cameras out in front of our house. This is a magic moment, and I could have been on Nature's Metal, and I didn't have no camera.
All right, Bedford, this question is specifically for you.
I'm ready.
Would you rather lose your phone, keys, and wallet once a month?
The other one, because I do that anyway.
No, once a month. Or wet yourself once a month.
I'll lose my phone, keys, and wallet. Once a month. I do that crap once a month. I do that once a week. In fact, that'd be an improvement in my life.
That's why I said it. That's why I asked, because literally Bedford will just be walking around the house and I'm like, what are you looking for? And it's always his keys, his phone, or his wallet every time.
That's an easy
And then I'll be like, why don't you use your AirTag, like ping it with your phone? He's like, I don't know where my phone is. I'm like, okay.
Which is why I have an Apple Watch, so that I can ping my phone with my watch, and then I can find my wallet with my watch, my phone once I get that. And I got AirTags on my keys now.
Oh my gosh.
And then once a year, those batteries all run out. My life turns into hell. And then I fix it after about a month. And then it's all gravy again.
Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous, you guys. It's ridiculous. Would you rather every meal you eat for the rest of your life be a little too spicy or a little too sweet? Like, it's a little bit more than you like either way.
Too spicy.
Gosh, meals are hard because when you say sweet, it makes it seem like I'm eating a cinnamon roll for the rest of my life. But I don't like spicy food. I don't want to eat dessert.
Yeah, you definitely have to go too sweet. You don't like nothing spicy.
Yeah, but I don't want to eat dessert every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but you don't like anything spicy. You have never put jalapenos on anything.
I guess
Nothing,
I have to go too sweet.
Like too
but
spicy.
You guys,
like let's call a spade a spade. Okay, we grew up in different homes in terms of flavor profiles.
Yeah.
Okay. Only one of us ever has to add spice. Okay.
It's true.
Chelsea is always like, it's too much. She's actually gotten better now. It used to, like the first couple of times she walked into my mom's house, she was like tearing up just because she walked in.
No, we were all coughing, including you and your sister. They're cooking and you're like coughing because the spices.
Got some kick going.
It's actually your dad. Your dad is the one that does it the most. They both season their food very heavily, and it's great. It's just that it's delicious. But whatever, I think it's cayenne and like something else with your dad. Your dad lights up the whole house, and you're like coughing. Like it's like opening windows. About to eat real good. Yeah, you got to open the windows. Like,
a little too spicy, never hurt nobody.
Yeah, no. Okay. Would you rather be the big spoon or the little spoon?
I'd rather be the little spoon, but I'm always the big spoon. That's just my plot in life.
I offer to hold you sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But then you like, I can't breathe. Can you please get off?
No. But usually we're laying side by side. I wouldn't be able to not breathe if we were side by side.
Yeah.
You guys, he's a lot bigger than me.
I know. No one's mad.
Okay, well, I'll be better.
I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong.
I actually like both.
I know.
I'm the little spoon just because I'm littler.
I know.
But
ain't nothing. There's nothing. No shade. Not throwing shade. Just saying it is what it is.
Well, I do better about that, I guess.
Yeah.
Darn it. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. It's a fact of life. Happen to weigh 50 pounds more than you.
Let's see. Well, we can't ask any of those questions because my dad might be listening.
Your dad does listen. He's wonderful. Hi, Ken. How you doing? How you doing in the truck right now? He probably flying by Camas or something. About to deliver some HVAC stuff. Maybe drive it up to Idaho. Oh, watch out for that truck up there, Ken.
Oh, gosh. Okay. I'm trying to see if there are more that are, because I just don't like, some of them I just feel are not great.
That's okay.
Okay, well, I guess we have a short podcast today, you guys. We are going to be back next week. And Dad, if you're listening, you're not going to want to listen to next week. We are going to, and not necessarily talk about like the details of our intimacy life, but we are going to talk about like intimacy because it's really hard to be in a relationship where your like drives are incredibly different, right? Like somebody wants it all the time. Somebody doesn't want it ever at all. So we're going to talk about like connection, and we're going to talk about like things that you do to enjoy your intimate life better, just in general. Conversations that you can have to maybe improve what you're experiencing. And so if you don't want to hear that, Dad, Grandma, etc., you don't have to. Okay. But, yeah, actually I have a funny story really fast.
Oh, here it goes.
So, if my dad is listening, this is a funny story. So I went to Pinner's Conference. I was helping my friend with her booth at Pinner's Conference. It's essentially just a ton of really small businesses. And my mom came. I was helping my friend with her booth for 3 days, but for a little bit, my mom and my sisters came, my sister and my sister-in-law. So I was walking through Pinner's with them for a little bit, taking a break. And we walk up to the Kokanoo booth. And my mom's like, oh, what's this? And I was like, it's lube. And she's like, it's what? And I was like, it's lube. And she goes, oh, I don't need that. And I was like, you don't need it because you don't need it, or you don't need it because you don't do it? And she was like, shut up, I don't need it. And she walked away.
All right, she answered that question.
It was funny. So anyways, but we are going to chat all things like sex life, intimacy, etc. next week on the podcast. So hopefully, you enjoyed this little bit of deviation. It's a little bit different than anything we've done before. It was kind of just to laugh and maybe drop your answers to some of those questions in the comment box, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir. All right. Peace out and be blessed.